Hi guys, this is Nimsh and welcome to my first video for Legends of Runeterra. So recently I've been enjoying the game a lot and I was able to hit Master ranked 2 days ago on EU West 11 Master, so pretty happy to do that. And while playing I encountered a lot of different decks and I wanted to share my experiences with you, what the meta game is like on the high Platinum, Diamond and Master ranks and what players are playing. Also at the end of the video I'll be opening my weekly chest, so good luck to me I guess. So the first archetype I want to talk about is Elusives. Everybody knows this. This is a very strong package of a keyword that can only be blocked by other Elusives, played by Ionia, can be combined with different factions. So the one I played the most was the one from Astrogation. It's Freljord with big creatures that are really like just slam those like 6/5s for 7 mana, buff my stuff, and protected with some Freljord buffs and also the early buffs. Like Take Heart can be really good. I played it with Braum at the time. Right now I think it's off the list. So a very fun way to protect your stuff, play the bigger and destroy your opponent where they cannot really interact with your stuff. But the one I will play right now, which I feel is stronger, is the Petrify version, which combines Ionia with Demacia and is faster, is more focused on the buffs on your guys, and also has Relentless Pursuit to be able to just attack again during the turn, where you kind of like win more card, but you can position yourself where your opponent just cannot block. So a very strong suit of cards for Elusives, and you need to learn how to play against them. So if you're playing against Elusives specifically, you kind of want to hit the big minions they have, kill the elusive minions, just ignore the 1/1s. The more 1/1s the opponent has displaying Elusives, the better for you, because they have less space on board to play more Elusives. So just kill them before they buff them, so they have useless buffs or just a lot of 1/1s that just don't work. On the other hand, if you're the Elusive player, well, you have to protect your key minions, big minions, buff them, protect them, do everything you can to keep them alive. And if you're racing, Kinku Lifeblade is your friend, because that guy is gonna heal you while the opponent is trying to kill you at the same time. And you can race without trading much, or you can block maybe something. So Kinku Lifeblade is definitely key to be able to win a lot of games. Pokrovac's Noxus Shadow Isles. And Pokrovac, the first master in the world, the first double master in the world as well, getting EOS and NA. Popularized this deck, and this is definitely a very strong deck. So hyper aggressive, a lot of 1-drops into 2-drops, building up this early pressure using Fearsome to get the damage in, then following up mid-game with Crowd Favorite that can go up to 7/7, and a lot of buffs and removal to deal with that mid-game situation. You do everything you can to get your opponent to 10 health, and then you slam Darius, he evolves, and yeah, you just overwhelm your opponent with literally overwhelm keywords, just going phase and with all those buffs and stuff. Very powerful deck, very easy deck to build, because you get a lot of cards already for free when you start the game, which also proves that Pokrovac on NA just started free-to-play account, got that deck very early and was able to hit Master very fast. So very good deck. And yeah, you need to be aware of it, and if you want to build it, great. There is not much to say about it, just go face. The third archetype that I want to talk about is the Heimerdinger combo control deck for Piltover and Zon and Ionia combined. And this deck is super fun to play and a hell to play against. It's a very fun deck overall. So you play Heimer and you start playing spells, and those spells that you have in your deck are removal spells. So there's a lot of removal spells that hit stuff, and the moment you hit Heimer and you keep him alive for a turn or two, you're probably gonna win the game because of the sheer value that he generates. And obviously you have a couple copies in your deck, so if you lose one, which you want to protect at all costs, you maybe get a second one. And one of the key cards in this deck is obviously Progress Day for 8, and it cannot be countered. It's a burst spell, like draws 3 cards, reduces their cost, and if you had Heimer, creates an 8/8 in your hand for free that you can play and win the game. So really interesting deck, really fun. I'm not sure if I would recommend to craft it, because it's most likely difficult to play. Like, you have limited resources, you have to protect your Heimer, but I'm sure it's gonna be super fun. And if you're playing against that deck, which I did mostly, you just need to kill Heimer. Like, if you are able to kill Heimer and deny like the important cards, well, obviously you cannot deny Progress Day, but do everything to just disrupt it. You can potentially win, but I think I won once maybe out of 5 times I played against it. Mostly popularized by Megamogwai and Hyped, and a really good one. A lot of different combinations as well, a lot of different versions. Fun stuff. The fourth archetype that I find very popular as well in the high ladder games is Fiora. The Demacia plus Ionia. You want to have Fiora kill a couple of minions and then you win the game. It's an alternative win condition rather than just going face. A very cool one as well. So obviously you want to protect Fiora, and that's why Ionia is there to have deny, because if she gets killed or willed, then it's a problem and the counter resets. So definitely a fun deck to play with a different approach. If Fiora is killed, you can use all those buffs on the Kinko Lifeblade, which is an alternative win condition, so that's also really good. And a big thing that can happen always is Judgment. It's a Fiora plus Judgment, and she strikes multiple allies and just win the game outright, so you always have to be prepared for that. Even like end game, you feel like you're winning the game versus Fiora deck and you're in good position, and they suddenly play Fiora, they have mana saved and Judgment is there, she kills a couple of smaller minions and you suddenly lose the game. So really fun deck to play. I also recommend it. And yeah, this is cool that we have those decks based on specific champions like Heimer and Fiora, and I hope we see more decks like this in the future. And the last archetype that's super popular right now, and I think will only get more popular, is the Shadow Isles Ionia Midrange, with very few Ionia cards to have the Wrath Caller available. And this deck was designed originally by Navi, and I copied it. The got us both to Master rank, and was also played by Sudrakon, and Zealot has a bit of a different version. Sudrakon is playing Kalista instead of Hecarim. So what is this deck and why is it so good? So this deck doesn't have one-drops, at least the version I played. You have that 1 mana for Mark of the Owls, which is a great removal card, buffing stuff, and whenever you get attacked by Fiora or some other guys that your opponent wants to keep safe, you can buff them with Mark. Your guys, obviously, and then block and kill. It's super cheap, and it's burst also, so there is not many responses to that. Apart from that, a very strong like early game that goes into mid game with the Wrath Caller and the Wraiths themselves, like buffing each other, very easy getting to 5 attack, 4 attack per 1 Wraith. So much pressure, and also taking advantage of Fearsome as a keyword, because sometimes your opponent just looks at his board and he cannot block anything, and he just keep piling up damage and pressure. And Hecarim on top of it, a great 6 mana, 6 drop that will never get activated. I think I played tons of games, never got evolved, because it's just the pressure and the number of minions that are attacking, like almost always attacking with 6 minions. So fantastic deck, taking full advantage again of Rasa the Sunderer and Commander Ledros, super powerful cards. Recommend crafting it, recommend trying it, and yeah, just trying it out is very powerful. I'm not exactly sure what's the best way to counter it right now. I feel like Ash and Frostbite that I'm gonna try actually this week potentially can counter this deck. Elusives sometimes gave me trouble, but not always. I feel my win rate was so positive. So fantastic deck, fully recommended. Alright guys, that's it for today with regards to all the archetypes, and now I have the opening of the vault, and as I said, I really want Ash, so let's just get straight to the action and see how it works. I will just quickly check if everything is recorded. Okay, perfect. So let's go. This is, we're doing it live, at least for on my side. Ready to claim. As you can see, I grinded a bit, so yeah. Come on, box. Let's go. Alright, I want to get at least some heroes, because I didn't get any heroes last time. So draft token, that's great. That's perfect. Alright, that's a lot of common wild cards. Come on, Vault. That's a couple of commons there. Extra copy, affection, poro. Okay, we actually, all right, guys. Like, that's good. That's good. Upgrade is great. I really want heroes though. Those are all nice chests. That's a lot of shards. There is no heroes here. I mean, champions. Like, I want champions, right? At least one. I've seen chests with lots of champions before, and my friends actually got like 3 to 4 champions sometimes. Upgrade is good. I already had that card. Couple more shards, that's fine. Diamond chests, 3 out of 3. Okay, so this is the last chest. Still no champions. Still no champions. No champions here. I don't know what to say, guys. There is not many chances. There's a shark, but that might be it. Last chest. That's part of the. Oh, come on. All right. So yeah, 0. And that will be it. So unlucky this time. Hopefully you got more lucky than myself. Thank you very much for watching, and see you guys next time.